Hey guys, my name is Eumi here, where I talk about anything and everything related to money and how to grow your wealth. In this video, I want to share with you 3 beginner-friendly books that can help you kickstart your journey towards financial freedom. I have personally read all of these books, which are really easy to read, and not only that, they provide valuable insights and practical advice that you can still apply in your daily life. So the first book is The Richest Man in Babylon. This book is written by George Clason, and it is a classic personal finance book that uses parables to teach you the principles of wealth building, financial success, and money management, including the importance of saving, investing wisely, controlling your expenses, and seeking advice from knowledgeable experts. This is a relatively short book written in 1926. I know it's like such a long time, but it is packed with timeless wisdom that's still relevant today. And here are some of the key things I've learned from this book. The first is to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first by setting at least 10% of your income for savings and investment, right? Don't let your money sit in the bank or under the bed, right? Even if it's a small amount, just make it a habit. I don't care what you do, just make that a habit. And then live off the remaining 90% and avoid unnecessary expenses. The second one is to live within your means. If you're like most people, you probably have more wants than needs, right? But the key to financial success is to focus on necessities and invest in things that will appreciate and value, like your education or your investments. Resist the temptation to buy things like, I don't know, a gold toilet seat just because you can afford it. The third thing is to invest wisely. This means putting your money to work for you by investing it wisely. Look for sound investments that will bring you a reasonable return with low risk, or you can choose to diversify your portfolio to reduce risk, but be very careful not to be scammed by those get-rich-quick schemes, which has been happening a lot in Singapore recently. So yeah, be careful, okay? The fourth thing I've learned is to seek advice from experts. If you're not sure what to do with your money, consult with knowledgeable experts like financial advisors or accountants that can help you make sound financial decisions. The fifth thing I've learned is to work hard and be disciplined. Money doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately, but it does grow when you work hard and practice discipline. And I'm going to be the one to tell you that you're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but at least you're going to be on your way to financial success with consistent effort and discipline. And the sixth thing I've learned is to take calculated risk. Investing is like a game of chance, only you don't have to be a genie in a bottle to win, right? The key is to take calculated risks by investing in well-established things that have a track record of success. So don't be afraid to take risks, but only do so after careful consideration and analysis. The seventh thing that I've learned from this book is to make your home a profitable investment. Your home is kind of like your kingdom. You take care of it and it will take care of you. Invest in your home and make sure it appreciates in value by maintaining it well. The last thing I've learned from this book is to be persistent. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is wealth. Don't give up in the face of setbacks or obstacles, and keep working towards your goals, and eventually you'll be living happily ever after in financial paradise. And with Clayson's engaging storytelling, you'll enjoy learning these important lessons and applying them to your own financial life. Overall, the book teaches that personal financial success is achievable for anyone who is willing to adopt good financial habits and practice discipline and perseverance. The second book that I want to recommend to you is The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. This is a personal finance book that examines the habits and lifestyle of millionaires and how they built their wealth. The way the authors wrote this book made it really easy to read and understand, so this is the first book I'll recommend to someone who is a beginner looking to improve their finances. And here are some of the key things I've learned from this book. The first thing is to live below your means. The book emphasizes the importance of living below your means rather than keeping up with the Jonases who, let's be honest, are probably broke, because if you're spending all your money on sports cars and designer clothes, then there's very little money left for saving and investing or food, like the necessities. And the authors also found that many millionaires live frugally and avoid overspending. So if you want to become a millionaire, you might have to skip that daily $5 Starbucks latte or maybe invest in Starbucks stock instead. The second thing I've learned is to prioritize saving and investing. The authors argue that the key to building wealth is to prioritize saving and investing. They suggest aiming to save at least 20% of your income and investing the money in assets like low-cost index funds. And if you don't know what an index fund is, don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. They are basically a type of investment that tracks a specific market index like the S&P 500 and allows you to buy a small piece of every stock in that index. Think of it as buying a little bit of everything in the stock market without having to do the research yourself. Pretty cool, huh? Millionaires tend to invest in assets that appreciate in value such as real estate and stocks rather than flashy status symbols like fast cars or designer clothes. But of course, if you are a deca millionaire who happens to love cars, go ahead and invest in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That's your money, you deserve it, so what the hell. The third thing I've learned from this book is hard work and perseverance do pay off. The book emphasizes that many millionaires achieve their financial success through hard work and perseverance rather than inheriting it or winning the lottery. So if you're willing to put in the time and effort, you can also become a millionaire. The fourth thing I've learned is education and financial literacy are important. They found that many millionaires are highly educated and financially literate. They stress the importance of continually learning and understanding financial concepts in order to make smart investment decisions. So stop binge watching your Netflix, get off the couch, and pick up an investment book like The Intelligent Investor, which is one of my favorite books as well. The fifth thing I've learned is to be financially independent. It is important to be financially independent, which means having enough money saved and invested to support yourself without relying on a job or someone else. This gives you the freedom to pursue your interests or hobbies, whether that is traveling the world, being a full-time influencer, or just staying at home and being a tai-tai. The next thing I've learned is to start your own business. The book suggests that owning your own business is a powerful way to build wealth, although it's not for everyone, as entrepreneurship can be very risky, but the authors argue that the potential rewards are worth it. I mean, they're not wrong. Look at the billionaires of the world. Most of them are entrepreneurs. The seventh thing I've learned from this book is to avoid debt and invest wisely. This book advises readers to avoid debt and make wise investment choices to achieve financial independence. But of course, if you're already drowning in debt, don't panic. Just make a plan to pay it off and make smart investment decisions. And if you need a little inspiration, just remember that the millionaires next door are probably living in modest homes like a 4 or 5 room HDB flat or a small condo or even a small terrace house and driving really normal cars like a Toyota or a Honda and wearing clothes they bought from a neighborhood mall. The eighth thing I've learned from this list is to be frugal but not cheap. The authors distinguish between being frugal as being careful with your money and being cheap, which means being unpleasant and stingy. They argue that being frugal is a key trait to many millionaires, but being cheap will just make you unpopular or maybe even broke. For example, being frugal might mean that you're packing your own lunch to work instead of eating out every day, but being cheap would mean that you're insisting your friends pay your share of the bill for you or refusing to contribute to a group gift. Do not be a Scrooge, guys. Don't. Overall, The Millionaire Next Door is a thought-provoking book that challenges you to rethink your assumptions about wealth and success. What I like about this book is that the authors use real-life examples and research to show that the path to financial independence and wealth is often different from what we think. And no matter how much money you make, being a millionaire is still achievable. So if you're ready to start living below your means and investing in index funds, then this book is for you. Who knows? Maybe with time and discipline, you might become the next millionaire next door. Get it? The third and final book that I would like to recommend is Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This is one of my all-time favorite books growing up. I think I first read it when I was like 10 or 11. It is a personal finance book that teaches you the importance of financial education, generating passive income, and taking calculated risks to build wealth. And here are some of the key lessons I've personally learned from this book. And the first is to know the difference between assets and liabilities. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of understanding the difference between assets, which are things that put money in your pocket, and liabilities, which are things that take money out of your pocket. For example, your fancy sports car may look so shiny, oh, so pretty, so chill, but it's not going to generate any money for you unless, of course, you're a race car driver. But if you're a race car driver, like, why the hell are you watching this video? Just click next. The second thing I've learned is to learn to generate passive income. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of generating passive income, such as rental income, dividends, or royalties. He even suggests writing a book, which is a great idea if you're a literacy genius or have a dog that can type for you, but most of us are not talented writers, so sticking to just rental income and dividends is good enough. The third thing I've learned is to take calculated risks. Kiyosaki believes that taking calculated risks is necessary for building wealth, which is mostly true, but he is also quick to point out that investing in a Nigerian prince's lucrative business opportunity is not a calculated risk. It is a scam. I hope you guys know that. The fourth thing I've learned is education is key. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of financial education and encourages people to learn about investing and other financial concepts. After all, the only thing that's worse than losing money on a bad investment is losing money on a bad investment you didn't understand. That's why, guys, you don't invest blindly. If you don't understand something, do not invest in it. The fifth thing I've learned is to embrace entrepreneurship. The book argues that starting a business can be a powerful way to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Kiyosaki encourages readers to consider entrepreneurship as a path to success, although he admits that starting a business is a lot harder than asking your dog to wear a sweater, which I totally agree, by the way, because once you have become a business owner, you're working 24/7, which means that you'll finally have all the time to enjoy the perks of being your own boss, like never taking a vacation or sleeping again. But if you're willing to put in the hard work and take a few calculated risks, starting a business can be a rewarding and fulfilling path to financial success. Overall, Rich Dad and Poor Dad is a humorous and informative book that challenges readers to rethink their approach to money and wealth building. Kiyosaki gives a lot of practical advice that will have you learning and laughing at the same time, although you might want to skip the chapter on how to get rich quick with magic beans. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. And we have come to the end of the list for 3 beginner-friendly personal finance books that have changed my life. And remember, wealth building takes time, effort, and discipline, but it is definitely achievable for anyone who's willing to put in the work. You can start by setting specific financial goals and creating a plan to achieve them, but guys, let's be real. It's not gonna happen overnight, so be patient and stay committed. Or you can try, changing your spending habits, like cutting down on your daily $5 coffee or tea and prioritizing saving and investing, even if it's a small amount, because remember, every penny counts. I'm gonna write here, every penny counts. And just keep in mind that building wealth is a journey, not a destination. So stay positive and stay persistent, and who knows, in no time you'll be on your way to a brighter financial future. I hope you guys found this list useful, and let me know in the comments down below if you guys have read any of the books I just mentioned. I would love to hear from you, and if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell icon so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And feel free to follow me on my Instagram. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.